Well guys, guess what I got my hands on again? Yeah, remember this thing? The guy I sold it to started working on it. He just said he didn't have the time for it, so now he's paying me to get this thing up and running. What he's done on this thing so far is he went down and bought this plate and he welded it into place, and he did a little bit of work to it. I went and picked it up last night, and I've got the engine in the garage, but I've already got the garage all shut up. And now what I had to do to this thing today is that this bar right here was welded right to this spot, and it went up and was welded up here. Well, I cut that off because when I put the engine into place, the pole cover collided with this bar. So I didn't have enough room and the bolt holes wouldn't line up. So when I cut the bar off, I then put this little piece in there at 30-degree cut angles and then welded that on and just made the bar come out, arc out a little bit, and then went back up and welded it back on into place right there. So now I'll have enough room to put the engine on without having to worry about the pull cord or the cover running into anything over here. Now another thing we're gonna have to do is fix this this pedal here. He wants to move it up to this point right there. You know, move it up to this pivot right here, but that means I'm gonna have to take off this cable, and the cable runs underneath this tie rod and goes up into there, and it's kind of rusty and crusty. Yeah. But the brake itself works really well. I mean, this is I believe this is a motorcycle hydraulic brake here. But I'm gonna have to get a new cable. It's got a slit right here where I can just slide the cable in and then take the other end and hopefully feed it through here. And then connect it down to the pedal down there. Now here's something else that's a little cattywampus with this frame. I don't know if it's bent or what the deal is, but when I turn it, you see how much it lifts up on this side? But I've looked real closely at these spindles and everything looks to be the same. But then when I turn it back the other way, see, we don't have any massive lift going on. It lifts up there really, really high. And I don't know. I'll have to get out and pull out a measuring tape and measure the distances between these 2 points, you know, these 2 rods, to see if they're the same on each side. They should be slightly the same. I don't know. This might be a kind of weird. Everything looks even. Everything looks exactly the same, straight across. Now clearly this thing used to be a street racer, or you know, a racing cart, but I don't know what that stuff there is for. What could have went here? And I don't think it was the engine. I mean, I don't know what engine could fit in this little area, because this is real small. But yet at the same time, when I got this, when the guy dropped it off at my place, see, the story behind this cart is this guy stopped at my house and he asked me if I fixed up go-karts. And I was like, yeah, sure, you know. He brought it over, and that was it. I never saw him again. The dang thing sat out over here in between those crates right there for almost a year. This thing sat here. And I was gonna fix it up, but I wanted to make sure that he had the money first. I'm glad I didn't dump any money into this thing and wait for him to come back. So anyways, after about a year, I ended up selling it off to a guy that lives down the street, and then he had it for I don't know how many months. He started working on it. He bought some parts for it. He bought a new sprocket, and he got a new engine. He bought that plate, he welded all that stuff into place, and then he just kind of ran out of time. Now he wants me to finish the dang thing, and he's going to pay me for it. So now I'm going to fix that thing up for him. So that's the story behind that thing, and that's what I'm going to be doing for the next few days. I'll do another video of me putting the engine on probably tomorrow, the next day, something like that. I'll upload it, so I'll show you guys what I'm doing to this thing. And we pulled this out. Yeah, we pulled this out and went out and mowed the lawn earlier on today. Isn't it just so pretty and green? Ooh. What are you doing, Ashley? Huh? Yeah. Sweetie, sweetie? Yeah. You need to go out and exercise. You need to exercise. Come back here. Yeah. You and your raccoon tail. Yeah, sweetie. Now last week we had some really crazy stuff happen. We had some channels partake in some craziness, and I thought I'd give them all a shout out right here on a video. Now these guys had me doing some really crazy stuff. I don't even want to talk about it, because it's not something I'm very proud of. Well, the first channel is Super Inventor, Stacy Reeves, Tool Review, Ronald Hot Boy, I'm Bad Wrench, Wrangler Dave, Polly Deckerman, and Link's Genesis. Now all these channels were totally partaking in some craziness that was going on last weekend, and I'll let them explain it to you. I'll let them post comments down below, because it's something I really don't want to talk about. Yeah. Let's just say I almost threw up a whole bunch. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'll be putting the motor on that go-kart, and we'll see how well it fits. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.